Hey everyone, it's Fentony, episode 4. We've got lots to talk about. The last of the Starks. The Great War is over, the final war is here. So I really like this episode. It's probably the best episode of season 8 in my opinion. It used to be episode 2, but I think episode 4 might have topped it. It's a very emotional episode with big shocks, and it's leading into episode 5, which is gonna be carnage. The episode starts with a funeral for the fallen, and that was really emotional. I love Jon's speech about the fallen, that they'll always remember them. And seeing the other characters say goodbye to them in this scene was hard as well. Jorah with Daenerys, Sansa and Theon, Jon and Lyanna Mormont. Very emotional stuff. The Great Hall drinking stuff was very fun. In my opinion, the characters are the best part of Game of Thrones. You get all your dragon scenes and big battles, yeah, they're awesome in that, but it's really the characters that I love. I would rather spend half an hour with them just sitting down talking to each other. It was a very party atmosphere, kinda like Return of the King after the Battle of Helm's Deep. Even though this was meant to be quite a fun scene, there was actually a lot going on. Gendry is now a Baratheon, the Lord of Storm's End. He proposes to Arya, who turns him down. Sansa and the Hound finally speak. You get drunk Jon Snow, which is awesome. Everybody loves Lit Harrington. Pod gets even more girls. Tyrion's drinking game returns, and this time he plays it with Brienne. Drunk Tormund being sad over Brienne. Jaime and Brienne finally get it on, but I kind of felt Dany was a buzzkill. She's jealous of everyone else. Arya got a bigger cheer than her. She was jealous that Jon's so popular and more popular than her. And this is a very big Dany episode. And it's pretty much a massive turning point for her character. To me, it kind of feels like the show is setting her up to become the so-called Mad Queen, and Jon Snow's going to replace her. Or at least that's what they're trying to make us think anyway. Jon's parentage is no longer a secret. He told Sansa and Arya, even when Daenerys tried to make him not tell them. Sansa's told Tyrion, who's told Varys. Varys seems very keen to have Jon as the king instead of Daenerys. He tries to convince Tyrion to do this as well. And I kind of feel the Jon and Dany relationship is done now. They still love each other, but there's no turning back now. Dany tries to kiss Jon, but he just can't do it. He might love her, but in the back of his head he knows that she's his aunt. She tries to make Jon swear not to tell anyone about his parentage, but he did, and now Varys and Tyrion know it's only going to get worse. More people are going to find out. They're meant to be fighting Cersei, but it's likely Team Stark and Team Targaryen are going to implode. And Dany's lost Rhaegal now. Yeah, Dany's lost her second dragon. The show kind of made a big deal about him being wounded. He did suffer a lot of damage by the hands of Viserion in episode 2. He even struggled to fly in this episode. But when they get down to Dragonstone and it looks like he's recovering, boom, Euron Greyjoy comes out of nowhere and shoots him 3 times and kills him. And he shoots him round a rock. 3 impossible shots. And then when he's right in front of Drogon, he misses. But anyway, Dany is pissed and she wants to take out Euron, but them scorpions that have been upgraded in season 7, they're far too dangerous, and it's likely if she tried to take him out, Euron would have killed her and Drogon. She's lost so many ships, Rhaegal is dead, and Missandei's a prisoner now, and later she gets executed at the gates of King's Landing by the Mountain. If you thought episode 3 was divisive, this episode could split the fanbase. I know some people are not happy about another dragon dying, or the fact Jon Snow let ghosts go north without even petting them or anything like that. Yeah, the direwolf treatment does suck. But anyways, the biggest issue is going to be with Daenerys and her character. Dany's always had issues, and you've always known that she might just kick off any minute now, but this episode really made her out to be very jealous, and it looks like she's going to burn King's Landing down. She's going to hit King's Landing hard, but Cersei's using the people as shields in the Red Keep. Cersei's like, yeah, come into the Red Keep, I'll protect you, but in fact you're just shields. And them upgraded scorpions that kill dragons, they're far too overpowered. Can we just get them dragons some armor or something? Cersei's got the Golden Company, her own army, and likely wildfire as a last resort. The episode 3 battle was hyped up as a bloodbath, but episode 5 is really going to be one. Dany's out for revenge now. She's lost another dragon and her best friend. She's going to hit Cersei hard, and she's going to take a lot of people down with her. She was advised to try and make King's Landing starve so that people turn on Cersei, but she is pissed. She's lost Rhaegal and Missandei. She's not going to hold back. Fire and blood is coming. Back in season 7, she was pretty much unstoppable. She had a massive army, lots of ships, 3 dragons, all the allies she needed. Maybe she should have listened to Olenna Tyrell and just been a dragon. But then again, you could say Olenna was blinded by rage as well, because she wanted revenge on Cersei. But Dany's blew a massive lead. She's lost a massive part of her army. She's down to 1 dragon now. She's losing all her friends and close advisors. Varys is definitely ready to switch sides. Tyrion even thought about it. Grey Worm's probably blinded by rage and he wants revenge from Missandei as well. Dany's in a very difficult position. You can understand that she kind of feels lonely and neglected by everyone. She's sacrificed everything for the people and they don't love her, but she has that Targaryen side. She's going to go into King's Landing and it's likely she's going to be seen as just the Mad Queen. All the people inside the Red Keep are going to see her burn in the city and she's coming for Cersei, and it looks like she's not going to hold back. A lot of people are going to die in the crossfire. This episode does have some great moments though. I love seeing everyone get drunk. Brienne and Jaime finally get it on at least twice, but Jaime does leave at the end of the episode. The show kind of makes it feel like he's going back to Cersei. You know, he's got an addiction to Cersei. He might love Brienne, but he's addicted to his sister. But I don't think they're going to go back on Jaime's redemption. He's going to get down to King's Landing and see what Cersei's done, and he is one of my favourites to kill her. I just don't think he can rejoin her after all this time, and especially when he's been through so much. He fought for the living, and now he's slept with Brienne at least twice. Cersei's not going to be happy about that. It's okay for her to sleep with other people, but if she finds out Jaime's done it, that's not going to go down well. Other good moments, drunk Tyrion, love it, especially when he talks about being the imp. I do miss the old Tyrion. Some of his stuff lately has been pretty crap. Season 1 to 4, he's gold, you cannot beat him, best character in the show. But obviously once George R. R. Martin stops writing for him, you can kind of see that Tyrion goes downhill from there. Arya and the Hound riding together down south, love it, wish we could see more of them on the road, but it's likely they're just going to fast travel to King's Landing. Gilly's pregnant, and if it's a boy it's going to be called Jon. That nearly brought a tear to my eye. Jon's goodbye to Tormund, to Sam, but where was the goodbye to Ghost? He just kind of looked at him and Ghost whimpered away. This episode makes you hate Cersei even more. Even though she is one of the best characters in the show, you're meant to hate her, and Lena Headey always delivers. Grey Worm's reaction to Missandei's death, oh, that was very sickening. You just felt like he was going to spew. It was honestly a great scene, but I kind of felt that Cersei should have just commanded everyone to shoot at Daenerys. They weren't actually that far away. We saw how far the Scorpions hit the dragon and also Daenerys' ships. Why didn't she just unleash all the arrows and all the Scorpions at Dany? But something to take away from that scene is Tyrion reveals to everyone that he knows about Cersei's baby. She just told Euron she's pregnant with his baby, but because Tyrion's just said that he knows that's impossible, so Euron's probably clicking in his head that it's actually Jaime's baby, and he's definitely going to turn on Cersei at one point. But it's likely Cersei's got a plan for Euron as well. But I want to know what you think about this episode. Is it a good one? Did you like it? Is it bad? And how do you feel about Daenerys? I'm actually very worried for her. She was one of my favourite characters from season 1 to 3. Obviously when she got to Meereen there were some issues with her character, but that was mostly with the plot. But once she came to Westeros, I had so high hopes for her. She kind of felt invincible, but she's lost almost everything. And it kind of feels like the show's making her out to be a bad ruler, a jealous person, and possibly a mad queen, who's just going to get replaced by Jon Snow. Something that bothered me though was Sansa swearing to Jon that she wouldn't tell anyone in front of the Godswood. Sansa might be a Stark, but she's got bits of Cersei and Littlefinger inside of her. And also Lena Tyrell, Margaery, she's got all these people with great minds inside of her mind. She learnt from the best. She might be a Stark, but she plays the game. So in episode 5, it's likely Dany's going to hit King's Landing hard. She's going to burn the city, but can she get to the Red Keep without killing anyone? It's impossible. Cersei's using them as shields. She wants revenge for Missandei's death, and Missandei's last words were Dracarys. I'm so worried for Daenerys though. I loved her as a character. She wanted to make a difference in the world, she wanted to be the breaker of chains. And as for Rhaegal's death, he was my favourite dragon. Obviously he never really got much screen time in the earlier seasons, it was all about Drogon. Drogon had a massive personality, but even he's just a dumb dragon now. There was one scene in episode 1 where he looked at Jon when he was kissing Dany, but he's just a dumb dragon that Dany rides. Rhaegal's got a lot of screen time in season 8, but he never really got a character. But now he's dead, so there's no more riding for Jon Snow. He's gonna get Drogon, isn't he? Varys made such a big deal about Jon having a better claim because he's a man. Honestly, this episode, and I think episode 5 and 6 are going to be so divisive. They're going to split the fan base. Even though I fear for Daenerys' character and she kinda got annoying when she was jealous of Jon, I do feel for her. She's lost so much. This episode gave the characters so much time to breathe and interact, and this was a really big Dany episode. She's lost Jorah, she's lost Missandei, she's lost Rhaegal and Viserion. I actually fear for her so much. You can't blame her for wanting to destroy Cersei, especially after seeing Missandei die right in front of her, but I don't want her to become too dangerous that she has to be removed, and Jon Snow become king. But I don't think it's going to be that simple. Tormund did want Jon to come with him up north, and Jon kinda wanted that as well. Yeah, I don't think Jon's gonna become king, but I fear for Daenerys. But still, really good episode. The episode 5 trailer breakdown's next. I wanted to be a bit different with this video. I didn't want to sit here and try and break the episode down in a 20-minute video. I've kind of felt like my videos lately have just been Fentony. You know, there's too much Fentony. I just want to be me. I kind of feel like I'm turning into just a robot at times. Kind of be getting a bit too comfortable. I just want to get out there, say my words and see how I feel. So we're going to have less scripts from now on. I just want to be me. So even though Game of Thrones is ending, there's still so much to talk about. Make sure you let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video, and if you're new, subscribe as well. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.